One of the best athletes in this light heavyweight division. Enter the former champion out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, Jamahal "Sweet Dreams" Hill. A lot of people were excited when he came off of Dana White's Contender Series and won the title, the first Contender Series alum to realize UFC gold. Were it not for an Achilles injury sustained on the basketball court, this man would probably still be the champion. But he has gone through the rehab, he has gone through the recovery, and believes he has come out the other side a stronger version mentally, physically, and emotionally. Only time will tell, but a big spot for Jamahal "Sweet Dreams" Hill tonight. All right, folks, here we go. Undisputed UFC heavyweight championship fight, and all eyes are on the incumbent as he makes the walk here tonight, and he's enjoying every moment of it. Huge title defense beckons for him tonight.
John, he loves where he stands in the sport. He loves the admiration that comes with being the baddest man on the planet. He knows he's the biggest, he's the strongest, he's the baddest, and he loves it. And he prepares as if he never wants to let that go. This man lives for being the best. This man lives to be in the spotlight. And time again, we see him defend this belt as if his life depended on it.
Well, right, you lose this belt, it's essentially like walking back into your new life. He has no intention of suffering that fate here tonight. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC heavyweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Jamahal "Sweet Dreams" Hill. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Ilia Topuria.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. Jamahal "Sweet Dreams" Hill, perhaps has the most accurate nickname on the roster. Certainly he has left a lot of bodies in his wake over the last several years. Jimmy Crute and Johnny Walker getting knocked out in round 1. And we'll see what Jamahal Hill can do here tonight. Certainly the challenges figure to get stiffer as he vaults into legitimate light heavyweight title contention, but he believes he will have the striking advantage over every light heavyweight on the roster, including the opposition here tonight. All right, early action here. We expect a lot of takedown attempts. There's the first one, and his defense holds up so far.
His defense held up. He knew that he had to stay upright if he wanted a chance. So now you can look forward to him letting loose on his feet and really trying to find a way to end this fight. Ooh, what a punch.
Topuria is able to switch his stance here. We'll see how the defense responds.
Oh, nice.
Oh. And there he, man. Big left hand. Topuria gets lit up by that straight punch.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Oh, he did a great job of rotating him into an underhook. And now some separation.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Gotta capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you gotta find a way to finish the fight. Clean punch.
Let me see that hook now. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Takedown defense holds up.
Very fast leg kick lands.
Nice defense there. Huge block. Oh, he lands a hook there, DC. That was one of his more significant lands of the fight.
He can land that strike over and over again.
Nice. Nicely done. All right, champ, now we're starting to see some bruising on that thigh. Pretty good job attacking that area tonight.
I mean, this guy is digging his shin into hit the thigh. What a tremendous performance by this guy.
15 seconds to go.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
What an end to round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous round.
Yes, it wasn't a bar fight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Topuria gets tagged by that stiff jab. Defense not there for him thus far tonight. Oh, another beautiful takedown stuff there. Quick reaction by the fighter, and he's able to stay upright yet again.
Well, he recognizes his advantages. He understands that he's much better on the feet than his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. So every time a takedown comes in his direction, he thwarts it, and then he gets right back to work with his hands.
Well, clearly his leg is hurt, and now you see him starting to limp a little bit, Champ.
Yeah, he's starting to limp from the leg damage. He's been beat up, but his opponent told us, he goes, this guy does not check kicks very well. He does not do a good job of recognizing those types of attacks, and he's taking full advantage of it. Beautiful jab there by the champ.
Sweet Dreams Hill's thigh and the outside of it really starting to bruise here. You wonder how much weight he can put on that leg moving forward. Now he's got the single collar in the clinch.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Good fight here, under 2 to go. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie.
Look at the skip action that allows you to land that big knee.
Well, not exactly what we thought we would see out of this jiu-jitsu fighter. He's had a lot of success on the feet, and I think this is why sometimes the form can lie if you lean too heavily.
Absolutely. I mean, you think you're coming in here to fight a grappler. This guy looks like a boxer tonight. His hands have looked crispy. His kicks, everything that he is doing has worked. And I think this is partly due to the fact that you think he's trying to take you down, when in reality, this guy can fight everywhere.
Now you...
Oh, nice.
Back to the feet now.
Oh, my goodness.
Topuria's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
Again, that body kick is going to work.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, so his legendary chin holds up despite getting knocked down in that previous round. DC, take us through the highlight.
He's as tough as they come. There has not been a guy that can take shots like this. Most times the night would be over, and gladly over after you take a shot like this. But this man's just too tough. Some people say he's too tough for his own good. He would not agree with you. He wants to fight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous two rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets underway?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight.
Don't plant your feet. Footwork. Topuria's strike there is blocked. Nice job by the defense. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Doing a really good job of using that reach advantage.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Hills in half guard.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight. Had the submission in very tight, but as it started to slip, he went right back to the dominant position.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Big breath. Slow that heart rate. Everything you're throwing is working, okay? Everything. And stay heavy.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
You ready to fight? You ready?
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, right, so here we go with our 4th round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight, so you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes.
We show you the head strikes. Man, look at the redness now almost immediately on the right side of his body. What a fight!
That was awesome, man. I'm so proud.
Well, make no mistake about it, he is getting 2 paychecks tonight as he gets the big TKO victory. Wow.
That's unbelievable. It was crazy to watch his finishing instincts on display as he got that massive victory. It was amazing, John. It was amazing.
We go to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 20 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill!
So how about this? We have a new UFC heavyweight champion of the world. I think that guy beats Daniel Cormier.